Think you know China? Let's dive into its wonders in just a minute. China is the world's most populous country, home to over 1.4 billion people. The official language, Mandarin, is the most spoken language on Earth. With a history spanning over 5,000 years, China is one of the oldest continuous civilizations. Did you know China is the birthplace of many inventions like paper making, gunpowder, the compass, and printing? The Great Wall of China, stretching over 13,000 miles, can even be seen from space. And speaking of size, China boasts the world's second-largest economy and is a global manufacturing powerhouse. Chinese cuisine is a flavor adventure, with each region offering unique dishes that showcase fresh ingredients and bold flavors. The ancient Silk Road connected China to Europe, fostering centuries of cultural and commercial exchanges. And let's not forget the giant panda, a beloved national symbol, mostly found in Sichuan province. Finally, the Terracotta Army, discovered in Xi'an, consists of thousands of life-sized clay soldiers built to protect China's first emperor in the afterlife. That's China in a nutshell. Ready for your next adventure? Hold on to your hats. We're about to explore some of the most unbelievable lizard facts that will leave you astounded. Lizards, these adaptable survivors, are everywhere, from the hottest deserts to lush forests, but not in chilly Antarctica. Imagine a lizard that can live without ever sipping water, or one that can literally run on water. And did you know? Some lizards can detach their tails to escape danger, and yes, they grow it back. Watch out for the venomous ones like the Gila monster or the Komodo dragon, whose bite is more than just a pinch. Ever seen a lizard change colors? Chameleons and anoles can adapt their hues to blend in or stand out. From squinting chameleon eyes that peek in all directions to the blood-squirting defense of the horned lizard, these creatures are nothing short of miraculous. And if you thought that was cool, there's even a lizard, the marine Galapagos lizard, that swims underwater for algae. Truly, each lizard species showcases a unique slice of evolution's creativity. Are you amazed by the world's wonders? This is going to blow your mind as we uncover India's hidden gems in just a minute. India, with over 1.4 billion people, is the second most populous country in the world and is set to surpass China soon. Imagine a place with 22 official languages and over 1,600 dialects. That's India. It's the birthplace of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Talk about spiritual vibes. And who can forget the iconic Taj Mahal in Agra, one of the new 7 wonders of the world? India is also the world's largest democracy, buzzing with elections and political excitement. Fancy some exotic flavors? Indian cuisine is a spice lover's paradise, with regional specialties that'll tantalize your taste buds. Bollywood, based in Mumbai, churns out more movies than Hollywood and captivates audiences globally. From Diwali to Holi, India's festivals are a riot of colors and joy. And don't miss Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India, leading the tech revolution. So pack your bags and discover India's wonders. See you there. What I wish I knew about AI. When I started exploring tech, ready to uncover some mind-blowing facts, the concept of AI isn't new. Its roots trace back to ancient myths. Fast forward to the 1940s, and modern AI began with programmable computers. But Alan Turing's famous 1950 Turing test challenged machines to mimic human intelligence. Machine learning, a subset of AI, powers everyday wonders like recommendation systems and voice recognition. Dive deeper with deep learning, using neural networks to decode complex patterns. Have you ever chatted with Siri or Alexa? That's natural language processing at work. In healthcare, AI is a game changer. From diagnostics to personalized medicine, it's also the brain behind autonomous vehicles, making self-driving cars a reality. Remember AlphaGo? It beat a World Go champion, showcasing AI's strategic genius. But it's not all rosy. AI's rise brings ethical dilemmas, from job displacement to privacy concerns. Excited yet? AI is reshaping our world, one algorithm at a time. Everybody is fascinated by the ocean, but do you know its secrets? Let's uncover them in just a minute. The ocean covers over 70% of our planet and holds 97% of its water. Its average depth is a staggering 12,080 feet, but the Mariana Trench plunges to about 36,070 feet. Imagine over 2 million species calling this vast expanse home, from tiny plankton to the majestic blue whale. Oceans aren't just teeming with life, they produce over 50% of our oxygen. The tides we see are powered by the moon and sun's gravitational pull. And those powerful currents, like the Gulf Stream, they help regulate Earth's climate. Beneath the waves, you'll find the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, the world's longest mountain range, but it's not all beauty. Marine pollution is a serious issue, harming many ecosystems. Despite our advancements, we've mapped only 20% of the ocean floor. There's so much more to explore. The ocean truly is a world of wonder. Dive deeper and keep the curiosity alive. I don't think people understand just how wild the South Pole really is. Let's change that. First up, it's the coldest place on Earth, with temps dropping below -80 degrees Celsius. The coldest ever. 89.2 degrees Celsius at Vostok Station. No specific time zone here. Researchers stick to their home time. Antarctica is a continent of ice, holding about 70% of the world's fresh water. That's a lot of ice. There are research stations like the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station, open all year round. Unique day length, one sunrise and one sunset per year. Imagine 6 months of daylight and 6 months of darkness. No permanent residents, only scientists and support staff live here temporarily. It's one of the driest places on Earth, with almost no rainfall, just snow. No political boundaries thanks to the Antarctic Treaty. Focus is on science and environmental protection. At an elevation of about 2,835 meters, the South Pole stands tall but is mostly covered by a thick ice sheet. And the winds, they can hit up to 200 miles per hour. Talk about a blizzard. So who's ready for an Antarctic adventure? Hit that like button if you learned something cool. Did you know the North Pole isn't just Santa's backyard? Let's uncover some jaw-dropping facts about this icy wonderland. The North Pole is where Earth's axis meets its surface. Sounds cool, right? Unlike the South Pole, it's smack dab in the Arctic Ocean, floating on sea ice rather than being on solid ground. This ice, it's always changing, thicker in winter, thinner in summer, and sadly it's shrinking due to climate change. For half the year, it's daylight all day and night, and for the other half, it's pitch dark, and it's super cold. Winter temps can plummet to -40 degrees Celsius, though it's still warmer than the South Pole. Ever heard of Robert Peary? He claimed to reach the North Pole in 1909, but there's some debate. The Soviet icebreaker Arktika definitely made it in 1977. The Arctic is teeming with life. Polar bears, Arctic foxes, seals, and even indigenous peoples like the Inuit have thrived here for thousands of years. Plus, it's the perfect place to see the stunning aurora borealis. The North Pole, more than just a frosty myth. Fascinating, huh? I'm sure you've heard the news. Happiness isn't just a feeling, it's a science. Happiness is often measured as subjective well-being. It includes life satisfaction, positive emotions, and fewer negative ones. Did you know that 40 to 50% of your happiness is determined by genetics? Yup, it's in your DNA. But don't worry, you have control too. Strong social bonds with friends and family are key to boosting your well-being. And practicing gratitude? It's like a superpower for happiness. Regular exercise releases endorphins, those natural mood lifters. Mindfulness and meditation also help reduce stress and keep you present. Even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Financial stability reduces stress, while engaging in activities that put you in a flow state can increase happiness. And don't forget, getting enough sleep is crucial. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and find your happy.
If you're a history buff, you need to hear this. 10 incredible facts about the Aztecs, coming right up. The Aztecs were a Mesoamerican civilization that thrived in central Mexico from the 14th to the 16th century. Their capital, Tenochtitlan, was an island city on Lake Texcoco and one of the largest cities in the world. At the heart of the Aztec Empire was a complex social, political, and religious structure with the emperor ruling supreme. They even practiced human sacrifice to appease their gods and keep the world turning. The Aztecs were master engineers, building awe-inspiring structures like the Great Pyramid of Tenochtitlan. They also developed chinampas, or floating gardens, for efficient farming in swampy areas. Their economy thrived on trade and agriculture, with bustling marketplaces in Tenochtitlan. The Aztecs boasted a vibrant culture, excelling in art, literature, and science, and had a sophisticated calendar system. Nahuatl, the Aztec language, is still spoken by around 1.5 million people in Mexico today. The mighty Aztec Empire fell in 1521 when Spanish conquistadors, led by Hernán Cortés, captured Tenochtitlan. Intrigued? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more History Bites.
None. First up, geography. Great Britain is the largest island in the British Isles and made up of 3 countries, England, Scotland and Wales. Heading to London, the capital of England and a global hub for finance and culture. Must-see landmarks, the British Museum, Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London. Did you know? Great Britain has a constitutional monarchy headed by King Charles III. Its history is epic, from the Roman conquest to the Norman conquest of 1066. The Industrial Revolution, born here in the 18th century, transforming the world. And the language, English, now a global lingua franca, originated right here. The UK Parliament, one of the oldest in the world, meets at the Palace of Westminster. Education, top tier with universities like Oxford and Cambridge. Culturally, Britain's influence is huge. Think Shakespeare, the Beatles and J.K. Rowling. Finally, the natural beauty from Scottish Highlands to English countryside. Spectacular. Like and follow for more fascinating facts.
If you love movies but hate spoilers, stick around. Time to uncover Hollywood's best-kept secrets in just 60 seconds. Hollywood started as a tiny community in LA. The very first movie made here was in Old California back in 1910. And that famous Hollywood sign? It originally said Hollywoodland and was put up in 1923 to sell real estate. It's home to big studios like Universal, Warner Brothers, Paramount, and Disney. And don't forget the Oscars. The Academy Awards are held right here to honor film excellence. The Hollywood Walk of Fame boasts over 2,600 stars celebrating entertainment legends. During the Golden Age, 1920s to 1960s, Hollywood churned out classics thanks to powerful studio systems. Hollywood's movies have shaped global culture, from fashion to societal norms. It's a tourist hotspot, drawing millions to its iconic sites. And let's not forget, Hollywood's a melting pot of talent from around the globe, making it a hub for creativity and innovation. There you have it, Hollywood in a nutshell. Who knew it had so many secrets?
Suggestion none. Renewable energy is power from natural sources that never run out, like sunlight, wind, water, and Earth's heat. Fact 1. Solar panels turn sunlight into electricity. Solar energy is booming. Fact 2. Wind turbines catch wind's kinetic energy to generate power. Wind farms can be on land or sea. Fact 3. Hydropower uses flowing water, often through dams, to make energy. It's one of the oldest renewable sources. Fact 4. Geothermal energy taps into Earth's heat for electricity and heating. Fact 5. Biomass energy comes from organic materials like plant and animal waste. It can be burned or turned into biofuel. Fact 6. Renewable energy means cleaner air and less pollution. Goodbye greenhouse gases. Fact 7. It enhances energy security by reducing reliance on imported fuels. Fact 8. The renewable sector creates jobs and boosts the economy. Fact 9. Tech advancements are making renewable energy cheaper and more efficient. Fact 10. Investing in renewables is investing in our future. So, what are you waiting for? If your bucket list is missing the Mediterranean Sea, you're missing out big time. Here's why you need to add it now. Located between southern Europe, northern Africa, and western Asia, the Mediterranean Sea spans an impressive 2.5 million square kilometers. Think ancient Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, and Phoenicians. This sea was their playground for trade and conquest. With a climate featuring hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters, it's no wonder the region is perfect for agriculture and leisurely strolls. And let's talk biodiversity. Over 17,000 species call this sea home. But it's not all sunshine. Heavy maritime traffic and pollution are big concerns. Tourism? Oh yes. Millions flock annually to soak in the sun on its beaches and explore its historical wonders. Strategically, it's a major artery for global shipping, thanks to routes like the Suez Canal. Don't forget the islands: Sicily, Sardinia, Cyprus, Crete, each with its own unique charm. And the Mediterranean's cultural influence? From World Heritage sites to mouth-watering dishes, it's a global treasure trove. So, are you ready to explore? Like and follow for more travel tips.
I think I messed up by not learning about the Roman Empire sooner. The Roman Empire began with Augustus in 27 BC. At its peak, it stretched from Britain to the Persian Gulf. Romans were master builders. They made roads, aqueducts, and the amazing Colosseum. Their language, Latin, birthed languages like Spanish, French, and Italian. And they've influenced our laws, like innocent until proven guilty. Roman legions were fierce warriors. Their economy? Super diverse, with agriculture, trade and mining. They even had a common currency. Roman culture was rich in literature, art and philosophy. They worshipped many gods until Christianity became the state religion in the 4th century AD. The Western Roman Empire ended in 476 AD. But the eastern part, the Byzantine Empire, lasted till 1453. Like and follow for more cool history facts in just 60 seconds.
Why do 75% of tech lovers believe electric cars are the future? Let's find out. Electric cars, or EVs, are powered by rechargeable batteries instead of gas engines. This means zero tailpipe emissions, helping reduce air pollution and greenhouse gases. Talk about a breath of fresh air. EVs are also super efficient, converting about 60% of electrical energy into power at the wheels. Compare that to only 20% for gasoline cars. Plus, with instant torque, you get quick acceleration and a smoother drive. Vroom, vroom. Fewer moving parts mean lower maintenance costs and less frequent repairs. And charging, you can do it at home or at fast charging stations. Some modern EVs can go over 300 miles on a single charge. Governments are sweetening the deal with incentives like tax credits and rebates. And with major automakers investing in EV tech, the market is booming. Innovation is driving better batteries and making EVs more affordable every day. Ready to join the electric revolution? Like and follow for more tech insights. This is gonna blow your mind. Lasers are everywhere, but do you really know what makes them tick? Let's find out. First off, laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Theodore Maiman changed the game in 1960 by creating the first laser using a ruby crystal. Laser light is super coherent, meaning its waves are in sync and travel together, forming a tight, focused beam. Unlike regular light, lasers emit a single wavelength or color. This unique property makes them perfect for eye surgery, fiber optics, cutting and welding, and even dazzling laser shows. There are many types of lasers, like gas, solid state, semiconductor, and dye lasers. Laser pointers are handy, but remember to use them responsibly to avoid eye injuries. Lasers also create stunning holograms and play a big role in scientific research, helping us study materials and even trap atoms. In the military and space tech, lasers are key for range finding, target designation, and even communication between planets. Lasers aren't just light, they're a bright leap into the future.
Suggestion: none. Liechtenstein is one of the smallest countries in the world, covering just 160 square kilometers. With a population of only about 39,000 people, it's tiny but mighty. Nestled in Central Europe, this landlocked gem is bordered by Switzerland and Austria. The capital city, Vaduz, isn't just a political hub, it's also home to the prince's stunning Vaduz castle. Liechtenstein's a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system. Yup, they've got a prince. Such a small place, its economy is huge, boasting one of the highest GDP per capita worldwide. Financial services, manufacturing, and high-tech industries lead the way. They speak German here with a unique Alemannic twist. And for currency, they use the Swiss franc, thanks to close ties with Switzerland. This principality has a rich history, established in 1719 and becoming sovereign in 1806. Lichtenstein joined the United Nations in 1990. Despite its size, it's packed with attractions, castles, museums, and gorgeous alpine scenery. Perfect for hiking, skiing, and soaking in some culture. So, who's ready to explore Liechtenstein?
This is why you need to know about the Russian Tsars. Their history is as grand as it is dramatic. The Tsarist era began with Ivan the Terrible in 1547. He wasn't just a ruler, but the first official Tsar of all Russia, centralizing power and expanding the empire. Enter the Romanov dynasty in 1613. This family ruled for over 300 years, with notable figures like Peter the Great, modernizing Russia and expanding its influence. Then there was Catherine the Great, who ruled from 1762 to 1796. She continued Peter's efforts, making Russia a European powerhouse. Serfdom tied peasants to the land until it was abolished by Alexander II in 1861. And let's not forget Russia's pivotal role in defeating Napoleon in 1812. The last Tsar, Nicholas II, saw his reign end in 1917 amid social and political upheaval, leading to the Russian Revolution. But even in turmoil, culture flourished. Think Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, Tchaikovsky. Want more historical secrets? Like and follow for more.
Why aren't more people talking about how amazing guitars are? Let's uncover some cool facts about guitars in just 60 seconds. The guitar has a 4,000-year-old history, evolving from ancient instruments like the lute and oud. Today, we've got acoustic, electric, classical, and bass guitars, each with its own unique vibe. Acoustic guitars sing with vibrations alone, while electric guitars need a little help from amplifiers to rock out. Classical guitars, with their nylon strings, bring a soft and warm sound perfect for classical and flamenco tunes. Most guitars have 6 strings, but there are also guitars with 7, 8, or even 12 strings for extra musical magic. Legends like Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton have taken the guitar to legendary heights. The wood used in a guitar, like mahogany or maple, shapes its sound, while standard tuning goes E, A, D, G, B, E. And hey, the guitar's impact on rock, blues, jazz, and more is absolutely epic. So ready to strum? So just like and follow for more musical wonders.
Am I the only one who had no idea exercise could do this for mental health? Regular physical activity is a game changer for mental health. It boosts endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. Exercise also ramps up serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine levels, improving your mood and cutting down on stress. Hitting those fitness goals? Instant confidence boost. But wait, there's more. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, sharpening your memory and focus. Plus, it helps regulate those pesky sleep patterns, ensuring you get quality rest. Group workouts, they're not just about fitness, they offer social support too. Need to manage stress? Exercise reduces adrenaline and cortisol, making you more resilient. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, a workout offers a healthy distraction, keeping negative thoughts at bay. So, next time you're feeling off, remember, a little sweat can go a long way for your mind. Get moving, feel better, live brighter.
You need to hear this if you're a finance enthusiast. Here's the stock market made simple. The stock market is where investors buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. Stock prices, they fluctuate based on supply and demand. Think company performance and economic conditions. Major players? The New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. Here's a quick split. Primary markets are for new securities, and secondary markets deal with existing ones. Ever heard of the S&P 500 or Dow Jones? They track market trends. High returns can be yours, but be ready for risks too. Who's in the game? Individual investors, institutions, and market makers. Dividends? That's money companies pay you from their profits. But watch out, stock markets can be volatile. And the watchdog, that's the SEC, ensuring fair play. Stick around and you'll master the market in no time.
I bet you didn't know Portugal has some of the coolest facts hidden up its sleeve. Let's explore them together. Portugal has had its borders since 1139, making it one of the oldest nation-states in Europe. Lisbon, Portugal's capital, stuns with its architecture and vibrant culture, while Porto is famous for its port wine and the picturesque Douro River. Did you know Portuguese is the sixth most spoken language in the world? It's the official language of 9 countries. Portugal is also home to 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, from historic cities to beautiful cultural landscapes. The Azores and Madeira, Portugal's 2 autonomous regions, boast stunning natural beauty in the Atlantic Ocean. Bertrand Bookstore in Lisbon, opened in 1732, is the oldest operating bookstore in the world. Fado music, with its soulful tunes, is a UNESCO-recognized treasure. Portugal's explorers like Vasco da Gama and Ferdinand Magellan made significant strides during the Age of Exploration. Fun fact, Portugal produces around 50% of the world's cork. And don't get me started on the mouth-watering Portuguese cuisine like bacalhau à brás and pastéis de nata. Like and follow for more cultural gems. Why aren't more people talking about the science of love? Get ready for some surprising love facts that'll blow your mind. When you fall in love, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin, and adrenaline. That's why it feels so euphoric. Ever get butterflies in your stomach? That's love triggering your fight or flight response. Guess what? Romantic love is found in over 170 cultures. Strong social connections can even lower your blood pressure and help you live longer. Our attachment styles, like secure or anxious, often come from childhood. Oxytocin, the love hormone, is released during hugs and promotes bonding. Looking at your loved one's photo can reduce pain. Love at first sight is actually strong physical attraction. Real love takes time. New love can mess with your sleep patterns. And Dr. Gary Chapman's 5 love languages, well, understanding them can really strengthen your relationships. Love is amazing, right? Like and follow for more fun facts. I'm sure you've heard the news. Microchips are the tiny giants powering our tech wonders. Microchips, or integrated circuits, are the backbone of modern electronics. Made from silicon, these tiny powerhouses are packed with millions, sometimes billions, of transistors. It all started in 1958, when Jack Kilby at Texas Instruments created the first integrated circuit. This breakthrough shrank electronics and amped up their efficiency. Creating a microchip involves photolithography, where light etches intricate patterns onto a silicon wafer. Pretty high-tech stuff. What's more, according to Moore's law, the number of transistors on a chip doubles roughly every 2 years, pushing tech evolution at breakneck speed. From smartphones to medical devices and even AI, microchips are everywhere. CPUs, the brains of computers, and specialized AI chips like GPUs and TPUs are prime examples. Clean room environments ensure no dust particles mess up these delicate circuits. The semiconductor industry is a heavyweight in the global economy, with giants like Intel, Samsung, and TSMC leading the charge. So next time you use any tech, give a nod to the tiny giants making it all possible. Like and follow for more tech insights. If you're a travel buff, then you need to know these 10 amazing facts about Singapore. Let's dive in. Singapore is one of only 3 city-states globally, standing tall with Monaco and Vatican City. A melting pot of cultures, it boasts 4 major ethnic groups: Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasian. And yes, it's reflected in their official languages: English, Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil. Despite its size, Singapore is a financial titan and a bustling trade hub. Oh, and the port, one of the world's busiest. Known for its cleanliness, strict laws mean no littering or chewing gum here. It's called the Garden City for a reason. Just visit Gardens by the Bay or the Singapore Botanic Gardens. About 80% of locals live in top-notch public housing, thanks to the HDB. Spot the Malayan, Singapore's national symbol, and don't forget the amazing hawker centres for foodies. Their education system is world-class, and Changi Airport? A destination itself with gardens, a movie theatre and even a butterfly garden. Like and follow for more travel tips and hidden gems.
Think you know everything about billionaires? Think again. Here are some wild facts that'll surprise you. First, many billionaires are self-made. Yep, folks like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos built their wealth from scratch. The tech sector is a gold mine for billionaires. Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, you name it. But these folks don't just stash their cash, they diversify real estate, stocks, private equity, you know, the works. And let's not forget philanthropy. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett have donated billions. Most billionaires call the US home, but China, Germany, and India aren't far behind. They also dabble in politics, influencing policies and campaigns. Luxury? Oh, they've got it. Yachts, jets, mansions, but some, like Buffett, keep it modest. Education, mixed bag. College dropouts like Zuckerberg made it big, while others have fancy degrees. And yes, the gender gap is real, but women like Oprah are breaking barriers. Lastly, their net worth can swing wildly with the market. So, billionaires are just like us, only with a lot more zeros. Like and follow for more mind-blowing facts.
If you love airplanes but think you know it all, buckle up. These facts will surprise you. Airplanes have revolutionized travel. What once took weeks by ship can now be done in hours by plane, thanks to the Wright brothers who flew the first powered airplane in 1903. Did you know commercial airplanes fly at altitudes between 30,000 and 40,000 feet? It's smoother up there, above most weather and turbulence. And speaking of big, the Boeing 747 jumbo jet can carry over 500 passengers. Safety is key in aviation. Modern planes have multiple redundant systems and advanced navigation tools. Plus there's the black box, recording vital flight info and cockpit conversations. Planes like the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350 are super fuel efficient, using advanced materials and engines. And remember the Concorde? It flew at twice the speed of sound. Lastly, airplane wings create lift, allowing them to fly. And the busiest airport, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International. Like and follow for more amazing aviation facts.
Suggestion none. Born around 1162 near the Onon River in Mongolia, young Temujin's life turned tragic when his father was poisoned by rivals, but this setback only fueled his rise. By 1206 he unified the Mongol tribes and became Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. Known for his brilliant military strategies, Genghis promoted based on merit and mastered psychological warfare. His empire stretched from the Pacific to the Caspian Sea, covering modern-day China, Russia, Persia and beyond. He instituted the Yasa, a strict code of laws emphasizing justice and loyalty. Surprisingly, he promoted religious tolerance, allowing freedom of worship across his vast empire. Genghis Khan revolutionized trade with the yam system, boosting communication along the Silk Road. This led to an unprecedented exchange of knowledge, art, and technology between East and West. Though he passed in 1227 under mysterious circumstances, his legacy lives on. Millions today can trace their roots back to him. Genghis Khan, a name synonymous with power and influence. Like and follow for more epic history. If your weather forecasts come from staring at the sky, you're a cloud connoisseur. Let's break down what those clouds are really saying. Clouds are nature's weather indicators, made of tiny water droplets or ice crystals. They form when warm, moist air rises and cools. There are several main types: cirrus, cumulus, stratus, and nimbus. Cirrus clouds are those high, wispy streaks. They hint at fair weather, but can also signal a change. Cumulus clouds? Those are your classic fluffy white ones with flat bases, usually meaning good weather. But watch out, they can grow into towering cumulonimbus clouds, bringing thunderstorms. Stratus clouds cover the sky like a grey blanket, bringing overcast skies and drizzle. A nimbus? That's your rain cloud, plain and simple. Clouds don't just predict weather, they regulate our climate by reflecting sunlight and trapping heat. Plus, they're part of the water cycle, forming and falling as precipitation. So next time you look up, remember clouds are not just pretty, they're powerful weather predictors. Like and follow for more sky-high secrets.
Hold on to your pierogi. We're about to take a wild ride through Poland. Poland sits in the heart of Europe, bordered by 7 countries and boasts a beautiful Baltic Sea coastline. This country was once a medieval powerhouse, with the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth being a major player in Europe. Warsaw, Poland's capital, is a testament to resilience, rising from the ashes after World War II. The people here speak Polish, a language closely tied to Czech and Slovak. Religious traditions run deep, with over 85% of Poles being Roman Catholic. And oh, the food. Think pierogi, bigos, kielbasa, and zurek. Mouth-watering, right? Poland's education is top-notch, home to the ancient Jagiellonian University. The economy is diverse, with strong agriculture and manufacturing sectors. Don't miss Poland's 16 UNESCO World Heritage Sites like Krakow, Warsaw's historic centers, and the Białowieża Forest. And let's not forget cultural giants like Chopin and Nobel-winning authors Sienkiewicz and Szymborska. Poland, a medieval power turned modern marvel. Time to book a ticket?
Why do, over 80 years later, people still search for Amelia Earhart? Let's dive into her enduring mystery. Amelia Earhart was a pioneering aviator, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic in 1932. But on July 2, 1937, while attempting to fly around the world, she and her navigator, Fred Noonan, vanished over the central Pacific near Howland Island. The US launched its largest and most expensive search at the time, but found nothing. Her final radio transmissions indicated they were lost and low on fuel. Theories abound. Did she crash into the Pacific due to fuel exhaustion? Did she land on Gardner Island, now Nikumaroro, where distress signals were reportedly heard? Or were they captured by the Japanese military? Expeditions to Nikumaroro have found artifacts and bones, but nothing conclusively linked to Earhart. In 2019, DNA testing on bones suggested they were consistent with Earhart, but the mystery lingers. With advanced technology still searching for her plane, Amelia Earhart's legacy remains a symbol of adventure and bravery, inspiring future generations. Like and follow for more historical mysteries. What's something people don't know about the Bermuda Triangle? It might not be as mysterious as you think. Let's dive in. Nestled in the North Atlantic, the Bermuda Triangle is infamous for the eerie vanishing acts of ships and planes. Remember Flight 19? 5 US Navy bombers vanished in 1945, and even the rescue plane sent after them was never seen again. Over the years, theories have ranged from methane gas bubbles to magnetic anomalies, and yes, even aliens. But here's the twist. The US Navy and Coast Guard chalk it up to navigational errors, weather, and human mistakes. Even more surprising, statistically, the Bermuda Triangle isn't any more dangerous than other busy ocean areas. Methane hydrates might cause ships to sink, and magnetic anomalies could mess with compasses, but no single theory explains it all. So, next time you hear a Bermuda Triangle tale, remember, science has debunked most of the myths. Like and follow for more mysterious truths unraveled.
None of these facts will leave you starry-eyed. Let's dive into the cosmos. Space is a vast, mysterious expanse that remains largely unexplored. Did you know one day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus? It takes 243 Earth days to rotate once, but only 225 days to orbit the Sun? Imagine a sugar cube-sized neutron star. On Earth, it would weigh 1 billion tons. And space is completely silent since there's no atmosphere to carry sound. Astronauts talk via radios. Olympus Mons on Mars is the tallest volcano in the solar system, towering nearly 3 times Mount Everest's height. And guess what? The Milky Way is on a collision course with Andromeda, set to merge in about 4.5 billion years. Mercury's day is longer than its year, 59 days to rotate, 88 days to orbit the Sun. Plus, there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth's beaches. Black holes? Their gravity is so intense it causes spaghettification. And Saturn's rings? They're made mostly of ice, with particles ranging from tiny grains to house-sized objects. Like and follow for more space wonders. This is why you need to know about DNA. Let's unravel the secrets of our genetic blueprint. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the molecule that holds the genetic code for all living things. Imagine it as a twisted ladder with sugar and phosphate sides and nitrogenous base rungs. There are 4 bases: adenine A, thymine T, cytosine C, and guanine G. Human DNA is 99.9% identical among all people. That tiny 0.1% is what makes each of us unique. Speaking of size, if you stretched out DNA from a single cell, it'd be 2 meters long. All the DNA in your body could reach the sun and back 600 times. We share 98% of our DNA with chimpanzees and 60% with bananas. Yes, bananas. DNA can get damaged by UV rays, chemicals, and smoking, but our bodies have repair systems. Mitochondrial DNA inherited from mom traces maternal ancestry. The Human Genome Project mapped all human genes by 2003, revolutionizing medicine. And DNA profiling? It's a forensic game changer. Like and follow for more mind-blowing facts. You need to watch this if you struggle with low energy throughout the day. Here are simple ways to keep your energy up. First, eat a balanced diet. Whole grains, lean proteins, fruits, and veggies. They give you the nutrients you need to stay energized, stay hydrated. Dehydration can make you feel sluggish, so drink plenty of water. Move your body. Even short bursts of exercise can boost your energy and reduce fatigue. Get your Z's. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep every night and stick to a sleep routine. Watch the caffeine. Too much can lead to crashes. Limit intake, especially late in the day. Snack smart. Healthy snacks like nuts and fruits keep your blood sugar stable and energy levels up. Stress less. Practice mindfulness and deep breathing to avoid energy-draining stress. Soak up some sun. Natural light helps regulate your sleep and boosts your mood. And lastly, don't forget to take breaks. The Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of work, 5-minute break, works wonders. Like and follow for more tips on living your best energized life.
What I wish I knew about cell phones back in the day, they were going to change everything. The first handheld mobile phone was demoed by Dr. Martin Cooper of Motorola in 1973. It weighed about 2.5 pounds, like carrying around a small dumbbell. Fast forward to 1983, the Motorola Dynatac 8000X hit the market, costing $3,995. It gave you 30 minutes of talk time after 10 hours of charging. In the 90s, we swapped analog signals for digital, making calls clearer and batteries longer lasting. SMS was born in 1992 with the first text, "Merry Christmas." Then came the indestructible Nokia 3310 in 2000. Remember Snake? Japan gave us the first camera phone, the Sharp JH-04, in the same year. By 2007, Apple's iPhone turned the industry on its head, combining phone, music, and internet in one sleek device. The App Store and Google Play Store soon followed, transforming our mobile use forever. Today, 5G is the latest game changer, promising blazing speeds and powering smart cities and driverless cars. From bricks to sleek devices, cell phones have come a long way. Like and follow for more tech evolution stories. Why isn't everyone talking about how the internet was born? Let's dive into the tale of its creation. The idea of a global network kicked off in the 1960s, thanks to funding from the US Department of Defense. Their goal? A communication system that could survive a nuclear attack. Jump to 1969 and we have ARPANET, the first workable internet prototype. ARPANET used packet switching to let multiple computers chat on a single network. Fun fact. The first message sent over ARPANET was low because the system crashed before login could be completed. In 1971, Ray Tomlinson sent the first network email and introduced the @ symbol. Fast forward to 1983, when TCP/IP came along, letting different networks communicate and forming the modern internet. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989, and by 1991, the first website was live. Then came Mosaic in 1993, the first browser to display images with text. The 1990s saw the internet explode thanks to personal computers, web browsers and broadband. And there you have it, the internet's journey from military project to our everyday essential. Like and follow for more tech tales. You need to hear this if you're a fan of medical miracles. Ever heard of penicillin? Let's dive into its serendipitous discovery. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, stumbled upon penicillin in 1928. Yep, it was a happy accident. While experimenting with Staphylococcus bacteria, he noticed a rogue petri dish contaminated with Penicillium notatum mold. The bacteria around the mold gone, the mold itself unharmed. Fleming guessed the mold was killing the bacteria and named the mystery juice penicillin, but he struggled to purify it. Enter the Oxford team in the late 1930s and 1940s. Howard Florey, Ernst Boris Chain, and Norman Heatley. They cracked the code, mass-producing and purifying penicillin. During W2, penicillin saved countless lives, earning the title the Wonder Drug. The US played a huge role in ramping up production. Penicillin was the first true antibiotic, revolutionizing medicine and saving millions. In 1945, Fleming, Florey and Chain won the Nobel Prize. A simple mold, a monumental impact. Like and follow for more fascinating history. Are you ready to discover the strangest travel rules you never knew existed? Let's get into it. In Switzerland, you can't own just one guinea pig. Yep, it's a crime to let your furry friend fly solo. Over in Singapore, chewing gum is banned unless it's for medical reasons, so no bubble-blowing contests there. Heading down under to Victoria, Australia, you need a license to change a light bulb. Talk about a shocking law. In Eraclea, Italy, sandcastles are a no-go on the beach. Sorry, budding architects. In Scotland, refusing someone the bathroom is actually illegal. Hospitality at its finest. And in Japan, the Metabo law makes it illegal to be overweight. Waistlines are monitored to keep everyone healthy. Canada mandates 1 in 5 radio songs to be by a Canadian artist. Support local talent, eh? Samoa takes anniversaries seriously. It's illegal to forget your wife's birthday. In France, naming your pig Napoleon is a no-no, respect for history or just plain weird. And in the UAE, swearing in public or online can get you in big trouble. Keep it clean, folks. These laws may be bizarre, but they sure keep life interesting. Like and follow for more travel trivia. I think I messed up. I used to think ambassadors were just fancy talk. Turns out they do way more. Ambassadors are key players in global diplomacy. They're official representatives sent by a country to another to manage relations and protect interests. Imagine being like a superhero, but with a passport. They enjoy extraterritoriality, meaning their embassy is their home country's territory. And yes, they have diplomatic immunity, protecting them and their families from local laws. Talk about VIP treatment. Appointed by their head of state, ambassadors can be confirmed by the legislature like the US Senate. Some are ambassadors at large, tackling global issues and traveling the world. Picture a diplomat on the go. Ambassadors have been around since ancient Greece and Rome. Today, they live in embassy houses and work in embassies, acting as negotiation ninjas to resolve disputes. They also promote cultural exchange, organizing events and educational programs. Feeling inspired? Like and follow for more cool facts. I'm sure you've heard the news. Churchill was more than his speeches. Let's dive into his untold story. Churchill served as the UK's Prime Minister during 2 pivotal periods, World War II and the early 1950s. He wasn't just a leader, he was a Nobel Prize-winning writer, capturing history in his 6-volume World War II series. Before politics, Churchill was a soldier and war correspondent, shaping his views on warfare and diplomacy. Known for his defiant speeches like, "We shall fight on the beaches," he rallied British morale against Nazi Germany. Despite early political failures like the Gallipoli campaign, Churchill's resolve never wavered. His vision extended beyond war. He advocated for a United States of Europe. Churchill's complex legacy includes his artistry and controversial views on empire. Love him or criticize him, Churchill remains a monumental figure in history. Like and follow for more untold stories. If you're a mystery lover, then you need to know about these ancient enigmas. First up, the Voynich manuscript. Discovered in 1912, this handwritten book is filled with bizarre text and illustrations in an unknown language. Decoded? Not even close. Next, the Antikythera mechanism. Found in a Greek shipwreck, this 100 BCE analog computer predicted astronomical events. Its complexity? Mind-blowing. The Nazca lines in Peru are colossal geoglyphs best seen from the sky. Astronomical calendar or religious site? No one knows for sure. The Phaistos disk, a clay disk with mysterious symbols from ancient Crete, remains undeciphered. What does it say? Still a mystery. Lastly, the Shroud of Turin. Some believe it's Jesus Christ's burial cloth. Authentic? Medieval? The debate rages on. Love mysteries. Like and follow for more. Suggestion none. First up, the environment. Trees are like the planet's super suckers for carbon dioxide. They absorb CO2 and give us back oxygen. Cleaner air for everyone. Plus, their roots keep our soil strong, preventing erosion and making it more fertile. Now let's talk about wildlife. Trees are homes for birds, insects, and mammals. They help biodiversity thrive. And flowering trees, they attract bees and butterflies, vital for pollination. Onto the economy. Plant trees strategically, and you can save on energy bills. Shade in summer, windbreaks in winter, plus homes with trees, they're worth more. Don't forget health. Trees reduce stress and boost mood. More trees mean more places to walk, jog, and play. Healthier bodies and minds. Finally, community power. Trees create spaces where people connect. They foster a sense of belonging. So go ahead, plant a tree today. The world will thank you.
If you're obsessed with tech but still wonder about our digital world, you're in for a wild ride. Let's dive into the staggering numbers. Every 60 seconds, over 500 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube. That's a lot of cat videos and tutorials. Meanwhile, Instagram users share a stunning 347,222 stories per minute. Talk about living in the moment. Messaging apps are in overdrive too. Users send around 41.6 million messages via WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger every minute. Looking for something? Google processes 5.7 million searches every minute. Endless curiosity at our fingertips. Amazon? More than 6,500 packages shipped every minute. Shopping spree much? And Netflix? Users stream approximately 28,000 hours of video each minute. Binge watching galore. The data flood doesn't stop there. In 2020, the world generated 2.5 quintillion bytes of data daily, and it's only growing. Snapchat users? They share 2.1 million snaps every minute. Quick and candid. On Twitter, around 511,200 tweets fly out every minute. Real-time buzz. Lastly, LinkedIn users apply for 69,444 jobs every minute. Networking for the win. These numbers are mind-blowing. Like and follow for more tech insights.
None of your medicine's working. Maybe you need a sugar pill. Seriously, imagine this. You take a pill with no real medicine inside, just sugar or salt water, and suddenly you feel better. That's the placebo effect in action. It's like your brain's secret superpower. Placebos can ease pain, lift your mood, and even help with serious conditions like Parkinson's disease. How? By triggering your brain to release feel-good chemicals like endorphins. But here's the kicker. The color, size, and even the branding of the pill can make a difference. And the doctor's attitude totally matters. Sometimes placebos can cause side effects too, called the nocebo effect. If you think you'll feel worse, you just might. Doctors use placebos in research to see if new treatments really work. But even when people know they're taking a placebo, they can still feel better. Crazy, right? So next time you hear about sugar pills working wonders, remember it's all in the mind. Like and follow for more cool science facts. If you think Christopher Columbus discovered America, you might need a history refresher. Let's debunk some school myths. Christopher Columbus discovered America? Nope. He never set foot on what's now the US. Humans only use 10% of their brains. Wrong. We use almost all of it daily, but can you see the Great Wall of China from space? Not without help. Deoxygenated blood is blue, it's actually dark red. Tongue tastes in different zones, all taste buds can detect all flavors. Only 3 states of matter, there's also plasma and Bose-Einstein condensates. Chameleons change color to blend in, mostly for communication and temperature control. Vikings with horned helmets? Nope, that's a 19th century myth. Dropping a penny from the Empire State Building can kill someone? Air resistance says no. Einstein failed math? He was a math whiz. These myths show why critical thinking is so important. Like and follow for more.
Are you ready to have your mind blown by some of the wildest coincidences in history? Let's dive into these unbelievable stories. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, both founding fathers, died on the same day, July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years after signing the Declaration of Independence. In 1898, a novel called Futility described the sinking of a ship eerily similar to the Titanic, 14 years before the Titanic disaster happened. Edgar Allan Poe's novel had a character named Richard Parker who was eaten by shipwreck survivors. Years later, a real shipwreck happened, and guess what? The victim's name was Richard Parker. Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy had freaky similarities in their assassinations, both shot in the head on a Friday, seated next to their wives, and succeeded by men named Johnson. Mark Twain predicted he'd die with Halley's Comet in 1910. He was right. 3 different ships sank on the same day in the Menai Strait, and each time the sole survivor was named Hugh Williams. Like and follow for more mind-blowing trivia.
You need to watch this if you're tired of the 9-to-5 grind. Imagine a world where you work less but achieve more. Sounds good, right? Several companies and countries are testing the 4-day work week, and guess what? Productivity is up, stress is down, and work-life balance is winning. The 9-to-5 workday isn't ancient history. It kicked off in the early 20th century thanks to labor unions and Henry Ford. Fast forward to today, and remote work has flipped the script, especially post-COVID. With 1/3 of your life spent at work, job satisfaction and balance are crucial. Millennials and Gen Z are job hopping to find it, fueling the gig economy. And don't forget, a strong workplace culture and cool perks make a huge difference in employee happiness and productivity. So, ready for a future with a 4-day work week? Like and follow for more awesome insights.
Suggestion none. Pirates weren't just about skulls and crossbones. Their flags, like the Jolly Roger, were personalized symbols of terror, reflecting the captain's personality. The golden age of piracy, 1650 to 1730, turned the Caribbean and beyond into pirate playgrounds. Legends like Blackbeard and Anne Bonny ruled the seas. Surprise! Pirate crews ran with democracy, captains were elected, and loot was shared fairly. They even had a code of conduct. Pirate ships were the Ferraris of the sea, fast, agile, and often captured and modified merchant vessels. And yes, women pirates existed. Anne Bonny and Mary Red, disguised as men, even captaining their own ships, smashing gender norms. Pirates didn't just hunt for gold. Everyday goods like spices and rum were their real treasures. Safe havens like Nassau were pirate paradises for repairs and trading loot. Blackbeard was a master of fear. Imagine a smoky, fuse-lit beard in battle. Break pirate code? Get marooned on a deserted island. The ultimate punishment. Real pirate life was harsh and dangerous, but their legacy remains a thrilling symbol of rebellion and adventure. Like and follow for more wild truths. This is why you need the Maldives on your bucket list. It's more than just a tropical paradise. The Maldives is a dream destination with spread across the Indian Ocean. Only about 200 are inhabited and 164 are luxury resorts. Imagine a one-island, one-resort policy, pure seclusion. Male, the capital, may be tiny, but it's the heartbeat of the country. The Maldives is at just 1.5 meters above sea level. Climate change is a real concern here. Tourism is king. Think pristine beaches, turquoise waters, and vibrant coral reefs. It's a diver's dream with over 2,000 fish species and 200 coral types. Don't miss the traditional music and dance. Fishing is in their blood, with sustainable practices keeping the oceans healthy. And although Divahi is spoken, English is everywhere. Ready to pack your bags? The Maldives awaits. Like and follow for more travel inspo.
I think I messed up by not appreciating my sofa more. Here's why your furniture deserves some love. 1. The earliest known furniture dates back to ancient Egypt around 3000 BCE. Imagine those elaborate wooden beds, stools, and tables. 1. Chairs were once symbols of power. In ancient times, only VIPs like kings had chairs, while others sat on stools or the floor. 1. The iconic Chesterfield sofa. It was commissioned by the 4th Earl of Chesterfield in the 18th century. Talk about timeless luxury. 1. IKEA, founded in 1943 in Sweden, is now the world's largest furniture retailer. Over 400 stores in 50 countries. Flat pack heaven. 1. Ever heard of ergonomic furniture? It took off in the 1970s to make workplaces comfy and healthy. Thank those chairs for your productivity. 1. Japanese furniture is a minimalist dream. The traditional futon is a space-saving genius that's influenced modern design. 1. The Eames lounge chair, from 1956, mixed luxury with modernist design. It's a mid-century modern icon. 1. Antique furniture can be worth millions. Age, rarity, and craftsmanship can make old pieces incredibly valuable. 1. Sustainable furniture is on the rise. Eco-friendly materials like reclaimed wood and bamboo are making waves in design. 1. The Bauhaus movement from 1919 revolutionized furniture. Simplicity, functionality, and modern materials. Thank Bauhaus for contemporary design. Like and follow for more fascinating facts.